Welcome back to the Modcast YouTube channel. Familiar face, it's Dustin here.
Hi.
Pulling out the airbox on the Sonic because we're going to be upgrading some things. Looks like you've put a wastegate actuator in since the last we saw this car.
Yes.
We just drained the coolant because we're going to be putting some new hoses in here. What else are we doing?
Thermostat, water outlet, silicone hoses.
Some silicone hoses, thermostat, and a water outlet. So, first step, we drained the coolant. I don't know if you can see in there, but I have a Forma funnel. Didn't do us a huge favor though, because I still managed to get the coolant everywhere. But the ZZP radiator has a drain in the front, right next to where the intercooler goes. So we got that all drained out. We're gonna pop this degas bottle out of here, which may or may not be leaking, which we'll probably have to replace with a metal one. But we're gonna start ripping and tearing and update you as we go.
No, listen y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they ain't got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrass me no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair, send him to school with a bald head. Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No. I will ever in my life, ever humiliate my own DNA on a social media network. I've seen a lot of parents do that, and it actually made me cry. Humiliation can cause suicide and depression. Come on, I'm 26 and I know better than that. Come on, y'all. I do not respect that. Everybody have their own opinion. The people that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, my sons, if they act up, I'm like, son, you can't play the game today. They act up again, I'm gonna say, son, you're gonna read a book all day today. You can't watch TV. That's it. Look your ass up. I love you too. I won't cut your hair, son. Now go play. Like, we living in a society now where people want to record how they discipline.
Well, that was not too bad. Spilled some coolant per usual. Got all these wires unhooked. Took the charge pipe off. Makes it real easy to get to the outlet pipe on the side. It goes to the turbo feed line, it looks like. Where else does it go? Radiator. And then into the block there. I'm stuck on my tool. Had to take the thermostat off, unplug this, kind of move the, what is this, the bypass valve?
Yeah, the recirc valve.
Okay.
It's the vacuum line for that, so try not to break that.
Yeah, don't break that, you need that. It sounds cool when it's not hooked up, but it's bad for your turbo if it's not, so.
It just flutters.
Yeah.
Surges.
Sounds neat, but
Yeah.
it's not good for it.
Yep.
We have the ZZP catch can kit, which if you've seen our other video, I'll link it up in the corner to that one if you want to see how to install that. It's not super complicated, but it is a bit time consuming. You got to have the right tools, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We're going to do a little comparison here, and I'll start with the thermostat. So this is the old one we took out. It's just a cheap plastic thing. This one's much junk. Much nicer. Metal housing. It's all aluminum. Definitely looks to be a higher quality. And I'm hoping that it turns out a lot better. How much for this thing?
I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks.
50 bucks?
I think.
And these are what, like 30, 20 something?
Probably.
Probably
Right on there.
close
I
to
haven't
the
bought
same.
one in like 2 years, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely well worth the upgrade.
They open up sooner too. the
Okay,
metal one.
so
it
this
opens,
one's-
I think, like 20 degrees sooner than this.
Okay, so this one's colder, which will be nice combined with the ZZP radiator. If you can see down in there, that thing's huge. So yeah, water bypass. Original one is just another cheap part. This comes with a new seal and some new hardware. Don't skip out on the hardware because it's going to make installing these a lot easier than taking these off, because these are E10 E-Torx screws, which I have a particular hatred for. So
Both of them too.
yeah, for both of them. So then this replaces it with a hex and with Allen head. So yeah, we're gonna start reassembly. We have all the hoses laid out here, charge pipes right here. So we're gonna start putting these together. I'm thinking we'll just put them together as they are on the old parts, and then we'll install them in reverse order. I'm gonna show you this ahead of time.
I need your AAA.
You see this black clip right here that now has a zip tie on it? Before you go ahead with this process, be really careful with this black clip. Maybe even order one. You might not see this video until after you've already started this, but please don't do this. Ours broke, that's why it has a zip tie on it. If you zip tie around it while it's on there, it is pretty solid, but it's not ideal. So we ordered another one. However, we need to get the car back on the road today, so this is the next best option. So yeah, be careful. So I got the clamps on, got the hoses on to match. You can see that these are the same hoses basically. I just have to turn this one. You're going to want these, so it kind of goes like this in the car. So you want these to be up in a spot where you can actually get to them to tighten them. Speaking of in the car, Dustin over here is cleaning up the mating surface, getting it prepped with some Scotch-Brite, some brake clean,
Definitely do it.
and you're going to want to do it on the thermostat as well. But yeah, so you're going to want to get those nice and clean. So the seal, the new O-ring has a nice surface to actually seal against, because these engines, they do have an aluminum cylinder head, so you're going to want to get that cleaned up because corrosion is a factor.
Very temperamental.
All right, so everything is in. We're running out of battery on the GoPro, but it's relatively easy to install. You probably got to see most of it go back together before it died. We got the fancy funnel here. We're gonna fill it up and then we're gonna start it.
Ready?
Yep.